challenges we've overcome, and the memories that will last a lifetime. As us graduates prepare to step into a new chapter, grant us the courage when we face uncertainty, wisdom when making decisions, and strength when life becomes difficult. Help us stay true to who we are, to lead with kindness, and use our talents to make a positive impact on our world. Bless our families, teachers, mentors, and friends who have supported and encouraged us along the way. May the love and guidance received continue to inspire us in our future. Remind each graduate that their worth is not measured only by achievements, but instead by the compassion they show, the integrity they carry, and the hope they bring to others. As our class says goodbye to one season of life and steps into a new chapter, may we move forward with confidence, faith, and purpose. Keep us safe and true to ourselves and our new journey of life. And help us never forget where we came from and those individuals who helped shape us. We thank you for this celebration and for our bright futures that lie ahead. In your name we pray, amen.
Would you please stand? Good afternoon. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good afternoon. It's my honor to welcome you to Woodward High School today to recognize a great group of students we have here in the class of 2026. Students, if you look around today, you can see that there's a community of family and school staff that are proud of you, that love you, that want to see what's ahead of you in the next chapter of your life. The first order of business here is to recognize some students. The Walter Chaboneau Trust established the Chaboneau Outstanding Senior Award to be awarded to a Woodward High School senior, boy and girl. The criterion for selection is the students have a cumulative GPA of 4.0 with the most AP courses and concurrent enrolled classes completed by the first semester of their senior year. In case of a tie, then the number of honors courses taken are considered. Each student receives $1,000. The Chaboneau Outstanding Senior Boy and Girl for 2026 are Benjamin Minders and Alexis Rogers. The Walter Chaboneau Trust Scholarship is a $500 scholarship given to the Golden W Award winner, which is Basham Baker. Next, it's my honor to introduce our commencement address speaker today, Mr. Taylor Burnett. Graduates, parents, faculty, and those of you who are still wondering if this was a typo in the program, no, it is not a misprint. Yes, we checked it twice, and yes, despite what some of his teachers may have predicted back in 1991, Taylor Burnett somehow found his way back onto this stage, this time with a microphone instead of a hall pass. Taylor is a proud 1991 graduate of Woodward High School and later went on to become a 1997 graduate of Oklahoma State University, which proves two things. One, miracles do happen, and two, apparently they'll let just about anybody into Stillwater. Today, Taylor serves as the Executive Director of Post-Secondary and Strategic Development at High Plains Technology Center, where he spends most of his days dreaming up big ideas, building workforce programs, and occasionally volunteering other people for projects they didn't know they had yet. He and his wife, Tara, who by all accounts deserves either a medal or sainthood, possibly both, have raised three incredible daughters, Abby, Sophie, and Nellie, who do an excellent job of reminding him that whatever title he may have at work, he's still just dad at home, and usually the one who's wrong. And if you know the Burnett household, you already know that Taylor may be speaking today, but Tara is without question the true Woodward legend in his family, and honestly, Taylor's just smart enough to know it. In his spare time, Taylor keeps his family's fireworks business, which honestly explains a lot. If you've ever spent 5 minutes with him, you know he's always had a thing for loud noises, bright ideas, and just enough controlled chaos to keep life interesting. And while Taylor has gone on to serve his community in countless ways, today he's most honored to come back to the place that helped shape him. Please help me welcome Taylor Burnett.
Good afternoon. It's a little surreal to be back up on this stage, to know where I was. I was probably sitting right around there, fidgeting, guaranteed, and wondering what was next, and more than likely hoping to keep the speaker and keep it short. So don't worry, I'll try to be memorable before I'm forgettable. In 1991, our class thought we were a pretty big deal. We really were. We were legends. If you don't believe me, look it up. We had Linda Kavanaugh, who I know you guys had no idea who that is, by the way, that was going to fly in by helicopter and come and speak at our graduation and then fly back out to do the Channel 4 news. Fast forward to 2026, and somewhere between distinguished alumni and who's left landed on me somehow. I remember thinking, I'm ready to get out of Woodward, conquer the world, right? What I didn't know at 17 was how special Woodward actually is. And today, I need to tell you something. I was wrong. I'm saying that because I've lived long enough to know the difference between chasing something and building something. There's a big difference. At 17, I thought success meant leaving a small town, making something of myself or something bigger. At 52, I believe something completely different. I believe if you came from a place like Woodward and you chose to invest back into it, build businesses here, raise your family here, mentor kids here, and fight for your community here, it's not settling. That's leadership. That's legacy. And somewhere along the way, our culture started lying to you young people. It tells you bigger is always better. It tells you success has a zip code. It tells you if your name isn't on a building, a business card, or have that huge social media following that everybody chases, you must not be winning. I don't buy that for 1 second. I've met people with titles who are miserable. I've met people who could buy almost anything except respect. I've met farmers, teachers, welders, nurses, coaches, moms, dads, and small-town business owners who may never be famous. But guess what? They change lives every single day. That is success. This town helped me become who I am. This town helped shape me. The people here carried me through hard times. And honestly, I don't know where I'd have been had I not grown up in a town surrounded by such a community. I've been part of some neat things in life, but standing up here actually ranks right high up there, minus getting married and having my 3 wonderful daughters. And I'm going to tell you something most people won't admit. When Avery asked me to come in and do this, and thank you to the senior class officers as well, I was excited. The nerves showed up right after that. Self-doubt showed up right behind that. Even confident people feel that way. So if you ever feel unsure, like you don't belong, like everyone else has it figured out, guess what? They don't. Welcome to the part where life gets real. Graduates, what you see standing here looks confident, comfortable, like someone who belongs. But when I walk these same halls, I didn't always feel that way. There were times I thought others were smarter, more talented, more capable. Times I questioned my own worth. And I know some of you have felt that way too. So hear this from someone who's set where you sit right now. You do belong. You do have value. You do have something the world needs no matter what you have been told. Don't let the gray hair fool you. I'm no different than you. Just another kid from Woodward who once wondered, am I enough? I wasn't the best student. I wasn't the best athlete. I wasn't the coolest kid, but I was extremely consistent at being average. And Woodward High School still had a place for me, and it had a place for you too. Because here's something I wish someone would have told me sooner. You don't have to be the best to be enough. And believe with everything in me, this world does not need more impressive people. It needs more dependable people, more resilient people, more people who show up when no one's watching, more people to do the right thing when no one's clapping. And for the love of all things holy, stop spending so much time worrying about what everybody else is doing, what everybody else is driving, what everybody else is posting, and what everybody else thinks. Comparison will rob you blind. Run your race, stay in your lane, and build your life. If you ever start doubting yourself, remember this. There's someone who believes in you. I only know probably about a quarter of you people that are graduating right now, but I promise you this, I believe in every single one of you. When belief meets a positive attitude, obstacles don't disappear, they move. Because the world has a way of making them for people who refuse to quit. Because life is going to hit you. Not a polite tap either. There'll be some moments you feel lost, stuck, like you can't climb out. And when that happens, promise me one thing: never give up. Muhammad Ali said it best. You don't lose if you get knocked down. You lose if you stay down. Strength isn't pretending you don't need help. Strength is knowing when to ask for it. And honestly, your generation gets a bad rap. You guys get this so much better than my generation ever did. We were taught to suck it up, rub some dirt on it, keep it to yourself, and act like everything was fine, even when it wasn't. But you talk about it. You ask for help. You check on each other. You're willing to say, hey, I'm struggling. And let me tell you something. That's not weakness. Don't let others tell you it's weakness. That is strength. And that's exactly why mentors matter. I'm going to encourage you something. Don't just have one mentor. Have multiple ones. And the ones that change them up through your journey that life is. Have that one that's the encourager. The one who believes in you even when you don't believe in yourself. Have the dreamer. The one who reminds you to think bigger, push harder, and never play small. Have the realist. Have the one that keeps you accountable. The one that tells you the truth, especially when you don't want to hear it. Not just your parents, by the way. As you move forward, define your own success. Don't let somebody else do it for you. Set multiple goals. That one that you're really close to attaining, kind of like today. That one that's down the road. And that crazy dream that scares you a little bit. And never stop chasing that one that's scary. Because success isn't what others say it is. Success isn't a title. It's waking up knowing your life fits who you are. Sometimes you're going to even have to start over. I live in a house full of women, so I've had to start over more than once, trust me. And that doesn't mean your journey is over. A shining example of that is my grandmother went back to college in her 50s. She drove from Enid to Stillwater every single day. She was chasing her dream of becoming an Oklahoma State graduate, a dream that was cut short because that's what you did. You started a family, you left, you met your husband and left. At that time, a lot of people thought a stay-at-home mom with adult kids and almost adult grandchildren had already missed her chance. She proved every doubter wrong, and it's never too late to become who you want to be, because your timeline does not determine your worth. And please hear me on this. I don't care what you become. Just don't coast. Don't blame. Don't make excuses. Don't become like I like to call an energy vampire. Choose attitude. Choose grit. Choose ownership. Because life does not owe you anything. But it'll give you opportunities if you're willing to outwork, outlast, and outcare the people around you. And if you do that long enough, guess what? People are going to call you lucky. But luck didn't build that. Early mornings did. Hard conversations did. Failure did. Getting back up did. That's not luck. It's what I like to call earned. One of the things I loved most about this school was this. I could be friends with the stud athletes, the band kids, the theater kids, the National Merit Scholars, the artists, the cowboys. You can't do that everywhere. I have friends all across this state that see that when the Woodward people are together, and they tell me how rare that is. But there's just something different about that Wu-Town connection. People call it swagger. I call it the Woodward standard. a bond that sticks with you for life. And somehow, even if you didn't walk these halls together, you still feel it. It's special. Growing up, I always used to see this quote. It still sticks with me to this day. It's a quote by John Wesley, and he said, "Do all the good you can, by all the means you can, in all the ways you can, in all the places you can, at all the times you can, to all the people you can, as long as you ever can." That's not just a quote. It's a life mission. It should be your life mission. Graduates, the real secret to success is not titles. It's not money. It's impact. People aren't remembered for how impressive they were. They're remembered for how helpful they were. So here's the truth I want you to carry out when you leave this place. There'll be moments when your mind tells you you're not good enough. Don't listen. Your mind can lie. Fear can lie. Doubt can lie. But your potential, that never lies. Because you're never meant to be perfect. You're meant to be real. You're meant to grow. You're meant to become. And you are always enough. Graduates, never forget where you came from. Because this place helped build you. And I cannot wait to see what you build next. Congratulations, class of 2026. Now go show the world what a Woodward Boomer can do.
Mr. Burnett, thank you for your kind words and remarks for this class of 2026. Thank you for being our guest speaker today, and I'm sure your words will supply inspiration and remembrance for this class as they start this new chapter in their lives. Before we move on, at this point, I step outside formality and protocol and get something from my scrapbook. So everybody get ready. All right, got that out of the way. Before we start the class presentations, I would like to recognize some individuals for their hard work and dedication to the class of 2026. Our counselors, Mrs. Mariah Williams and Mrs. Jenny Wiederstein. Their extraordinary helper in the counselor's office, Mrs. Stephanie Alexander, for the tenacity working with individuals, seniors, students, scholarships, award programs, and community sponsors. Thank you to the entire office. Senior sponsors, Mrs. Chelsea Cruz and Mrs. Sarah Wilkes, for their sponsorship and dedication to this year's class of 2026. To our assistant principals, Mr. Jake Wiederstein and Mrs. Lacey Wilson, for your hard work, perseverance, and loyalty to the Boomer family. Most of all, special thanks to the best teaching staff in the state here at Woodward High School. Finally, school board, administration, counselors, faculty, and staff, thank you, the parents, for your dedication and devotion to this school and its excellence. To the class of 2026, it's been an honor and a privilege to serve as your principal for these past 4 years. I've been able to watch you mature and grow into young ladies and gentlemen, even through the challenges that we have faced. You took to heart the fact that Boomers are lifelong learners, as evidenced by the fact that we awarded over $2.8 million in scholarships at the Senior Scholarship Awards ceremony. Your leadership, participation, Boomer spirit, and pride will be greatly missed next year. I've conveyed this to every senior class that I've had in the 18 years that I've been in administration. Goes along a lot with one of the things that Mr. Burnett told you earlier. There's a quote that hangs in my office and has for many, many years from a great American philosopher that was uttered in the 70s, or in the words of one particular student way back in the 1900s. Anyway, I've relayed this to every senior class, and it says, "The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and it'll keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is going to hit as hard as life. But it ain't how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done." That philosopher, along with Muhammad Ali, was none other than Rocky Balboa. So anyway, I challenge you as you open this next chapter of your lives to work hard, study hard, maintain high standards in your lives. Always remember those who've had an impact in making you who you are today. Remember your roots. Remember where you came from. Remember, always talk the boomer talk, walk the boomer walk, and most of all, remember that one thing that no one can ever take away from you. Once a boomer, always a boomer. Now we will begin some student recognitions, as we have with this class of 2026. There's several of those. If you received any award for classroom excellence or curriculum at Woodward High School, please stand. If you were named to any district, regional, or all-tournament team in athletics or academics, would you please stand? If you're selected to All-State in academics, athletics, or any other extracurricular activity, would you please stand? And finally, if you received an academic scholarship or an invitation to participate at the college level in your sport, would you please stand? At this time, I would ask that the valedictorians of the class of 2026 please stand and come forward to be recognized. The requirements for valedictorian at Woodward High School are as follows. The student must meet the requirements of the honors program, complete 4 AP or dual credit concurrent classes, 4 years of math and science, 2 years of a foreign language or computer class, and have a cumulative grade point average of 4.0. Your class of 2026 valedictorians are
Bastion Baker, Braden Tree Boren, Avery Elizabeth Case, Chloe Grace Clements, Denham Oliver Crabtree, Lauren Kate Elliott, Adeline Ray Friend, Addison K. Gatrell, Sean Caleb Gill, Alexa Lares, Lily Lewis, Josie Lynn Lataw, Parker Suzanne McDonald, Benjamin Robert Minders, Lexi Grace Mindel, Ava Nicole Miller, Gabe Paul Poole, Zaira Suhey Rocha, Allie Shay Rogers, Cash Douglas Rose, Holden Michael Simmons, Sophie Claire Weber,
Ladies and gentlemen, these are your valedictorians for the class of 2026 at Woodward High School. Now would the salutatorians from the class of 2026 please stand and come forward to be recognized. The requirements of salutatorian at Woodward High School are as follows. The student must meet the requirements of the honors program, complete 4 AP or dual credit concurrent classes, and have a cumulative grade point average of 3.9 or higher. Your salutatorians for the class of 26 are
Carson Andrew Brooks. Camber Jaylyn Clark. Dathan Lane Custer. Haven Esther Dirks. Caden Bryce Grunwald. Kyson Wayne Halley. Cameron Nicole Cook. Erin Rayanne Louder. Bo Dominic Patton. Yadira Reyes. Brody Leroy Turbush. Holly Ray Wilson.
Ladies and gentlemen, these are your salutatorians for the Woodward High School class of 2026. This time, would the honor students for the class of 2026 please stand? The requirements to achieve honor status at Woodward High School are as follows. 2 AP or dual credit concurrent classes, 2 years foreign language or computer classes, 4 math and 4 science classes, and maintain a cumulative grade point average of 3.75 or higher through 8 semesters. Ladies and gentlemen, your class of 26 honor students. Mr. Puffenbarger, members of the school board, parents, and community, I present to you the graduating class of 2026. They have all met or exceeded the requirements for graduation as outlined by the Oklahoma State Department of Education, as well as those of the Woodward Board of Education. Class, would you please come forward to accept your diplomas?
Just you. Bastion Baker. Braden Tree Boren. Avery Elizabeth Case. Chloe Grace Clements. Denham Oliver Crabtree. Lauren Kate Elliott. Adeline Ray Friend. Addison K. Gatrell. Sean Caleb Gill. Alexa Lares. Lily Lewis. Josie Lynn Lataw. Parker Suzanne McDonald. Benjamin Robert Minders. Lexi Grace Mendel. Ava Nicole Miller. Gabe Paul Poole. Zaira Suhey Rocha. Allie Shay Rogers. Cash Douglas Rose. Holden Michael Simmons. Sophie Claire Weber. Carson Andrew Brooks. Camber Jaylyn Clark. Dathan Lane Custer. Haven Esther Dirks. Caden Bryce Grunwald. Kyson Wayne Halley. Cameron Nicole Cook. Erin Rayanne Louder. Bo Dominic Patton. Yadira Reyes. Brody Leroy Turbush. Holly Ray Wilson. Aubrey Grace Baggett. Camilla Corona. Natasha Nicole Griffing. Dawson Corey Heckert. Paige Raylene Howell. Morelli Lara. Nathan Isaac Lewis. Madeline Ann Nutter. Luke Easton Peters. Angel Moses Ponce. Callie Lynn Shepard. Melanie Emma Vital Tenna. Carolyn Rebecca Amador. Dawson Glenn Anderson. Nathan Mark Anderson. Mason Grant Arnold. Isabella Mackenzie Barco. Cash Barnes. Alyssa Shea Barnett. Maddox Cole Bell. Jeremy Bencomo. Naeem Bernal. Avery Grace Billiou. Tessa Blake. Annabelle Elena Blanchard. Caitlin Jean Boston. Rhythm Jasleen Boswell. Sequoia Journey Boyd. Haley Marie Brewer. Troy Landon Brown. Samuel Scott Bryden. Jacoby Jaden Butcher. Trustin Levent Carter. Edgar Urim Castro. Peyton Schult. Mia Grace Cluchet. Genesis Darlene Cortez. Ava Marie Denson. Garen Michael Edwards. Gregory Eisenbach. Tanya Espinoza Gonzalez. Andy Yonatan Estrada. Chase Allen Fisher. Brianna Flores. Gabriela Flores. Michelle Flores Castillo. Eli Kyle Gallegos. Oscar Garcia. Ainsley Rain Gates. Jacqueline Ganez Rios. Christian James Gibson. Cooper Edwin Allen Hack. Aiden Aaron Hammonds. Maddox Hargett. Madison Lee Harmon. Ava Elizabeth Katie Lynn Harris. Dion Harris. Cheyenne Henry. Elijah Kai Herrera. Lauren Michelle Hodgden. Kinley Elise Howard. Gage Bryant Hutchins. Inslee Joe Ingram. Taryn Shay Inman. Madison Ashley Keith. Kaylin Keith. Nathan Kelly. Evan Wyatt Kelly. Ashlyn Nicole Kenyon. Carly Addison Kidd. Joshua Bradley Kewen. Caritzi Lara. Emily Layla Lewis. Hung Ping Lee. Aaron Josue Laredo. Phoebe Isabel Lujan. Victor Daniel Marin. Michaela Sue McClendon. Abby Gail Mead. Lucas Alexander Mary. Abigail Lee Meyer. Kyler Ray Meyer. Hector Alfonso Minjares. Mariana Ornelas Steins. Malicio John Leon Ortega. Aubrey Eva Partido. Estefania Perez. Graydon Wayne Pickard. Gabrielle Aletha Price. Bo Brennan Reeves. Gail Reyes. Cabri Lynn Rivera. Austin Bradley Rowland. Victor Isaid Romero. Elias Leonidas Rosales. Ryan Hernandez Ruiz. Montserrat Sanchez. Baylor Wayne Short. Harley Wayne Skaggs. Steiner Graham Smith. Kyra Dawn Summerall. Kaysen Anthony Summerall. Dylan Cooper Weil. Connor William Wells. Madeline Eileen West. Stormy Diane Winsett. Chase Bryson Winslow. Eric Giovanni Zavala Sanchez. Rosa Mercedes Zelaya Padilla. Parker Bryant Zwink. Malia Dawn Stafford. Carmen Christine Johnston. Manuel Robert Rodriguez, Jr.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Avery Case, and I am incredibly grateful and humbled to have served as the class of 2026's senior class president. So as most of you guys are well aware, I've never been afraid of speaking in front of crowds, and especially not in front of you guys. But something that I've learned over the past year or so is that the only two instances in which I get nervous speaking in front of a crowd is when I'm either speaking to glorify God or speaking about those whom I love. And unfortunately for me, I'm about to do both. With that being said, I'd like to begin by thanking God for the blessings He's poured upon me. He saved me when I thought myself to be unsavable, and everything that I've been able to do for you all was done because He allowed me to do so. One of my favorite scriptures comes from 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 20. In this verse, the Apostle Paul instructs us, and he says, "We are therefore Christ's ambassadors, as though God were making His appeal through us. We implore you, on Christ's behalf, be reconciled to God." This verse has fueled my effort to lead you all in love, humility, and authenticity, all while allowing Him to work through me. I can only hope that you've been able to see Christ in me, and I can only further hope that you all are encouraged to apply His teachings to your lives as well. As far as thank yous go, I owe the biggest thank you to Chelsea Cruz. She has never once let me doubt my worth. She has shown me grace on countless occasions when it certainly wasn't deserved. And perhaps most importantly, she has given me a friendship that I will cherish for the rest of my life. It's not very often that you meet someone who brings out the best in you while simultaneously praying over the worst in you, but I consider myself eternally indebted to God for allowing me to meet her so early in life. I'd also like to thank all of you, friends, family, teachers, and mentors, for being here today. It truly takes a village, because I wouldn't be standing here today talking to you all if it weren't for the village that raised me. To the class of 2026, thank you. Thank you for putting your trust in me for the past 3 years and all the crazy ideas I've come up with. Thank you for being the encouraging words or the pat on the back when I feel like I'm not doing enough. And thank you for being a friend to me, even when I feel alone. Your displays of kindness have gotten me through the most difficult times, and you all are my inspiration to become a better version of myself each day. I've known some of you since daycare, some since pre-K, some since elementary school, some since middle school, some since high school, and a few of you since just our senior year. But I can confidently say that each and every one of you has played a pivotal role in making me who I am today. The remarks I'm giving today are not about congratulating you on what you've accomplished. Rather, they're about congratulating you on the mountains you had to climb, the waters you had to struggle to keep your head above, and the battles you had to fight to get to this accomplishment. Because the depth of the accomplishment that we're celebrating today doesn't derive from the medal worn around your neck or the diploma held in your hand. It derives from what you had to do and go through to be able to wear the medal and hold the diploma. Now, like I said earlier, I'm standing here right now looking at a group of individuals who have made me who I am. Right now, I see friends who have laughed with me until we were crying. I see teammates who have pushed me to my limits. I see sharp minds who have encouraged me to become a better student. I see ambitious achievers who have made me develop a better work ethic. And I see strong people who have faced the type of adversity that makes me view my problems from a different lens. As I reflect on what all of us have been able to achieve, I can't help but feel overwhelmingly grateful for how the Lord has worked in our lives, and furthermore, how He has prepared each and every one of us for a specific path. He has taught me this year more than ever that blessings are found just about everywhere you wouldn't expect them, including in loss, rejection, and hardship. But He has also taught me how to find joy in the darkness, gratitude in the shadows, and hope in the silence. And through all of this, I know that I've been blessed with just about the best set of circumstances anyone could have been. And I know that compared to what a lot of you guys have had to go through and the short amount of life that we've lived, my life seems about as easy as it comes. And if you're thinking that right now, you're absolutely right. I haven't had to struggle much, I don't have to ask for anything, and I have the two most loving parents anyone could have ever asked for. But I also try really hard to not take it for granted. You see, part of becoming successful comes from being a good steward of what you've been given. Part of continuing a legacy, or even building one of your own, starts with capitalizing on every opportunity presented to you, no matter how hard it may seem. When I went to Girls State last summer, the late Governor George Nye told us something that has stuck with me for almost a year now. He said, "You can do it from Oklahoma." And then he followed by telling us about all these different famous Oklahomans who had been born into just about the worst set of circumstances anyone could have been and still managed to make a name for themselves. Now, I say this because I hear people complaining all the time about how few opportunities there are for people from Northwest Oklahoma and rural areas in general. And while that is absolutely true, it doesn't mean that you can't be just as or more successful than someone from an urban area. The circumstances you were born into are not an excuse for inactivity, nor are they an excuse for stagnation. In fact, they should be the driving force behind building the best life possible for yourself and those whom you choose to share it with. And I can proudly say that I've seen some of you in this class beat the odds before we even had a chance to walk the stage. So as we're gathered here today, I want to encourage you all to stay ambitious, but also patient. The songs Made for More by Josh Baldwin and Vienna by Billy Joel perfectly encapsulate the perspective that I want to impress upon you. Made for More reminds us that we're all called to do great things. There's a lyric in it that reads, "I wasn't made to be tending a grave. I was called by name, born and raised back to life again. I was made for more." This lyric has motivated me to keep moving when it seems impossible. Now, what these great things are, we don't know. And honestly, that's not important. The point is, don't go through life taking the easy road. Don't go back to something or someone because it's comfortable or safe. Don't let fear control your actions or your emotions. That's just the enemy getting the best of you. Instead, be honest about your shortcomings and your mistakes. Allow yourself to be shaped by your experiences. Allow yourself to grow from adversity. Use tough times as an opportunity to reflect on what you could have done differently and turn yourself into a testimony of what it means to fight for success, to humble yourself through failure, and to still thank God in the darkness because you know the light is coming. Now, while we're all called to do great things, Vienna teaches us that we shouldn't rush our greatness. I know that this season of life is fast and exciting and exhilarating. And I know that when one new awesome thing comes, we all want to rush to the next. But the reality is that we're only teenagers, and we have decades of adventure ahead of us. There's no reason to pressure ourselves to achieve everything we want to by the time we're 25 or 30. Colonel Sanders didn't franchise KFC until he was 62. Morgan Freeman didn't get a breakout role until he was 52. And Vera Wang didn't design her first gown until she was 40. So don't rush success and refrain from chasing it as well. Don't let yourself get caught up in running towards something so far away that you miss out on the present. Take what you've been given and make the most of it. You never know what will end up being a catalyst for success. Let your ambitions be humble, let them be honest, and let them be genuine, because that's where you will truly find fortune. It won't always come in a big box with a fluffy red bow on it. It might be found in your family, in friendships, in conversations, in laughter, or in loyalty, or even in the stars when you look up to pray at night. Be grateful for what you've been given rather than mourning what you don't have, because greatness doesn't have a date on it, but you put yourself at risk of missing out on life's most important moments when you center your life around rushing to meet an imaginary deadline. So friends, as we prepare for the next chapter of our lives, be excited for what's to come. Be willing to learn from the lows and celebrate the highs, but thank God for both. Always remember to lead with integrity, kindness, and a servant's heart. Don't forget about the memories we've made here, because soon you'll be telling your own kids about your high school adventures. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for an amazing 14 years of friendship, of learning, of growing, and of shared experiences. Go make Woodward proud in whatever you do, but remember that I'm already proud of every single one of you, regardless of what you had to do to be able to walk the stage today. Go forth not settling for less or trapping yourself in an endless cycle, because you were made for more. Thank you. Now, will the class of 2026 please stand as we prepare for the turning of the tassels? That was really good. Now, I ask all of you to join our class in the singing of the Woodward High School alma mater.